welcome back to Our Issues Birmingham. We got a big event coming up May 26th with Vets for Vets, but there's some pre-event events
that are coming up.
So what you got besides
from Friday night before Talladega.
Now, Talladega's on the Saturday?
Saturday, May 26th, and this on Friday night the 25th.
Okay.
And at Hoover Hendricks Auto Mall, we're having a big celebration. It's called Show and Shine. So there'll be about 100 to 150 Corvettes that show up that day. It's a fellowship time. It's where people meet and greet, and we'll have Hendricks is going to cook hamburgers and hot dogs for everybody. Anybody can come by and visit, but it's kind of our kickoff celebration before we do Talladega on Saturday. We run Talladega from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're worn out by the end of the day. I haven't driven in 10 years there. I've been so tired at the end of the day, I can't even drive.
No, you need to be alert. Is there another event as well?
There's another event coming up. The City of Hoover and Mayor Mercado is sponsoring or helping us sponsor the Salute to Veterans Dinner. I've been wanting to hold a dinner to recognize veterans and honor our veterans for the last 4 years. And it's kind of funny. I went to the School of Marketing at UAB. And
that was my major, by the way.
Oh, it was? Marketing? Yeah. Okay. I used to speak a lot at UAB too, and you know about the exerciser, right?
No,
I invented that. I invented the exerciser. I'll tell you that later. That's another story.
No, I want to hear about it. That's that thing you do?
I invented that 29 years ago this Memorial Weekend.
How about that, folks?
Yep. Just
right here, Thighmaster exercise.
I was in People magazine in 1998 with the lady that did the mop thing.
So how's that going? Still selling
We sold 1.7 million of them around the world, and they're still being sold in 30 foreign countries. A little simple rubber egg.
All imagination, folks.
God gave me a gift of creativity, and for a guy that got kicked out of college, I did okay.
So anyway,
back to
you
the
were
dinner.
saying marketing.
Marketing. So UAB helped us do a study about how to expand the brand for Vets for Vets. And one of the visions I told them, I said, I want to do a dinner party. And, I've looked at the club, I've looked everywhere around. And so what happened out of that, they said, you need to do the dinner party. So this past December, I started marketing, and I've already raised $27,000 for a dinner party that's going to be held at the Hoover Met Finley Center. We're expecting 800 to 1,000 people.
Where's that?
It's right next door to the Hoover Met. It's their new.
They have a new facility.
11 indoor basketball courts. Okay, so they're going to move the basketball courts out of the way, and we're going to have 800 to 1,000 people. We're bringing in 12 Corvettes. We're going to introduce the new ZR1 2019 755 horsepower Corvette that night. It's going to drive into the Finley Center.
Well, that one will make that lap.
Yes, it will.
I wonder.
Its top speed is 209 miles an hour.
Yeah, but only Talladega is the only spot you could drive.
That's right. That's exactly
right. I wouldn't try that at Barber's.
I love driving at Barber's. Barber's is great to run. It's really fun. But Talladega is even better. But so we got
my Vespa. Could I get my Vespa out there? I'd probably fall over. It'd be like Pee Wee Herman. It'd just fall over on.
My friend that ran the smart car years ago, I told him I was going to make him stop on turn 1 and watch him roll down the hill. But I put spray sticky on his tires so he'd stay up on the hill.
Did you tell him?
I told him that, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So those proceeds all go
to the same thing, Vets for Vets. We're actually getting ready to do a study with the University of Alabama, Dr. David Albright, and one of my board members, Jim Williams, to do a study of what do the veterans need? What do they really need? From housing to counseling to, support. And one of the things I want to add to it is how do we support the kids and spouses of veterans?
Yeah.
So you got a veteran that's gone overseas, the spouses are left here to take care of the kids. So we want to figure out a way to do that. So,
and you're not talking about just deceased people that lost their lives. I've always felt that we didn't provide support for the vets when they come back and they witness these horrible, life-changing events, and then we bring them back here, and they're supposed to just blend right into walking into the grocery store without any support for the trauma that they've suffered.
Well, the two groups right now, Alabama Veterans and Red, White, and Blue, that we're associated with, they build camaraderie among the young guys that are coming back. They don't want to get involved with us old guys through the American Legion or VFW and stuff like that. They have different stories. They don't want to hear our stories. They want to tell their own stories. So Alabama Veteran and Red, White, and Blue, they do different ruck runs. During the hurricane in Texas, they took 2 groups of 12 men and women down there, and they just went down there just to help people. And that's what they did. That's their way of dealing with their PTSD and their war trauma.
Yeah, we've left a big void for our vets in so many ways. I know the
Exactly.
court system in some jurisdictions has what's called a veterans court.
Yes, I've been to that.
Have you participated?
I've helped.
Judge
I've been,
Pete Johnson.
I didn't go in front of them.
Judge Pete, I didn't mean
I
that
know
you
that.
might be there, but
Yeah.
they're there to help
That's right.
veterans who get charged with criminal offenses that are in some ways connected to PTSD.
That's right.
And related mental states.
Exactly.
that,
I've been to Judge Bostic's course down in Shelby County.
yeah. He's
and
been a
got
guest
one.
on our show
Oh, he has. Yeah,
before.
he's a great guy, and it's amazing. I mean, we volunteered to buy service flags for his courtroom. The problem was they didn't know where to put them, and because those guys, when they come in there, have you been to one of those courts before?
Oh yeah.
They stand at parade rest.
But I'm usually, and they're very accustomed to. In terms of the regimen of a veterans court,
That's right.
they're quite adaptable.
Yep.
As opposed to a drug court where it's a little more difficult for
True.
the individual to
Good point.
adapt.
Yep.
No, they stand. It's a different environment altogether.
It's almost like they're in front of the captain of the ship or the captain of the branch or whatever. So it's a great court, but they do so much to mentor those. And like one of the things that we have you heard of Three Hots and a Cot? That's a homeless veterans group in
I've
Birmingham.
heard the expression.
No, there's an expression, but there's a
That's
group.
what sometimes jail
Exactly.
is referred
Three
to
Hots and a
as
Cot.
that.
Yeah, but Three Hots and a Cot is an organization here. They have about 7 or 8 homes, and Vets for Vets, we have a Three Hots and a Cot home where they put in veterans that just need rehabilitation a little bit.
Do you
help
have
them.
a need for community service volunteers?
Yes, we do, all the time.
And
Yes,
how does somebody put that in motion?
Get in touch with me. Contact me through the website.
And you'll
Vets
put
for
them to
Vets.
work.
We need volunteers all the time.
That's great.
And
I know in my business, sometimes community service is something that we, as a criminal defendant, would have to provide as a consequence to
I'd like to get involved with the Young Lawyers Association. They helped us a lot with Vulcan.
I am no longer a member of the Young Lawyers Association. We're done.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you were here.
I appreciate it. This is
I
great.
want that shirt,
Thank you, Tommy.
extra large.
All right, I'll get you one.
I'm Tommy Spina. I want to wear it in courtroom.
All right.
I'm Tommy Spina. Thanks for being with us. This is Our Issues Birmingham.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.